Hello. Hello and welcome back to another stream. Just getting everything set up so that I can see the chat. There we go. So today we are playing Minecraft Add-on Survival. And we are starting a new world. So, the new add-on that I wanted to play with has released. It is the Biomes Aplenty add-on by 4KS Studios. Really wanted to play with this add-on, which is why I am starting this world. I will, in just a second, go through all the add-ons in the world that I have installed for this game, or for this save, we'll go that, or this world, we'll go with. So, I believe I think it's 4 add-ons installed. I may add a 5th one eventually, depending on what you guys want. As I'm not sure whether to add the 5th add-on that I'm interested to see if it would work. But there we go. Right, we're all set up. So the add-ons that I have installed is the Dragonfire Light add-on, the Essentials add-on by Unlinked, the Furniture add-on by XP Games, and the Biomes Aplenty add-on. I would name who makes Dragonfire Light, but to be honest, I didn't check before I started streaming. So give me a second and I'll figure out who makes the Dragonfire add-on. So it's made by Spectral Studios. So that is the people who create all of the add-ons I have installed in this world. But for now, let's open our empty locator map, and there we are. So let's grab all the stuff from our bonus chest. I did, before I started the stream, I did start the world, just because I didn't want it to take too long once I was streaming. So what we're going to do is start with the basics on getting the stuff we need, and then we'll see what biomes we can find in this world. Now, some things with the add-ons that I have installed. So the Essentials add-on, which adds all the tree breaker and that. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. That works with the Biomes Aplenty add-on, which is massively useful. So my throat's a bit sore there. So it is very useful to have that. I was hoping I'd be able to turn off the breaker particles. That's what I wanted. There we go. So the Essentials add-on works with all the modified trees from the Biomes Aplenty add-on, which is so useful for cutting the trees down really quickly. Obviously, these trees currently are just normal trees, plain and simply. However, when we find some of the other trees in the game from our biomes aplenty, you will see just what we can do. Now, there is a few issues with it that I am aware of, with some trees not quite working with the add-ons. However, we could just break those trees as you normally would. But I'll quickly open up the Biomes of Plenty guidebook. Oh, there's Nautilus down there. So this is all the biomes in the add-on. We've got the Auroral Garden, the Bayou, the Bog, the Cold Desert, the Coniferous Forest, the Crag, the Dead Forest, Dryland, Field, Fir Clearing, Forested Field, Fungal Jungle, Glowing Grotto, Grassland, Highland, Jade Cliffs, Lavender Field, Lush Desert, Lush Savannah, Maple Woods, Mediterranean Forest, Moor, Muskeg, Mystic Grove, which I'm so excited to find, the Old Growth Dead Forest, the Old Growth Woodland, the Ominous Woods, the Orchard, the Overgrown Greens, the Pasture, the Prairie, Pumpkin Patch, Rainforest, Redwood Forest, which I'm excited about, the Rocky Rainforest, the Rocky Shrubland, the Scrubland, the Seasonal Forest, the Shrubland, the Snow Blossom Grove, Snowy Coniferous Forest, Snowy Fir Clearing, Snowy Maple Woods, Spider Nest, Tropics, Tundra, Volcanic Plains, Volcano, Wasteland, Wasteland Steppe, Wetland, Woodland. I wasn't aware of Volcano, to be honest. So that's going to be interesting. That is what I get for not checking the add-on out before deciding to play with it. So the other add-on, just while we talk about that, I'm considering maybe adding throughout the series, is the CompiCraft Dinosaur Breakout add-on. Because I think that would be really interesting to have on the world. Let me just get something to eat. So we will look into doing that if you guys would like to see it. Just let me know in the comments or in the live chats if you are watching this live. I just need to get somewhere safe. Right, let's spend the night in the cave. It looks like there's some water down here. There we go. I am also playing this with vibrant visuals turned on. You should notice. I'm just gonna fight this creeper badly, apparently. Right, so let's make a crafting table. And we can then begin some work on getting somewhat of gear to start actually fighting these mobs. So let's just do that. There we go. That it. Right. So we should now be able... Oh god, there's a witch. Okay, give me a second. Okay, that was easy. That is what we get spam clicking. Right, that's good. Well, at least I'm not dying to a witch today, which is amazing. So we're just going to spend the first night in a cave, trying to just get some stuff. I'm not going to turn the Stonebreaker on straight away from the add-on, because we don't really need it in the early game. And I do have the controls to turn it on and off whenever we may need it. Just give me a second, because I am running low on health. And I've died. Right. Ah. So that's also for the Essentials add-on, by the way, is the Death Waypoint. However, we're not going to go back in the cave yet. I think it's probably best to maybe do some mining on the surface first. And trying to take out some of these mobs as we go. And then hopefully we can find some of the new biomes. Right. Okay, so we're not finding any surface. Never mind. We'll just ignore that comment. I was going to say we weren't finding any surface iron, and then literally found some as I was saying it. So let's take this creeper out, hopefully more successful than the other ones. There we go. So let's also take this creeper out because we don't want to have it creep up on us. Now, obviously in the survival world that I was playing when I first started streaming, I was living in a cave. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to very much live above ground this time. So that is the plan. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Okay, right, I think what we need to do is not get caught by a skeleton. So, let's hide in this hole for a second while we have some bread. And we already have an issue with our inventory. Our inventory is very, very full. Because that bonus chest had quite a lot in it. And you get these when you first start playing with the Dragonfire add-on. So what we need to realistically do is find somewhere to at least store some stuff whilst we make our way through the game. But we're just going to recover some health before we do anything else, because otherwise we may be in trouble, because I don't realistically want to starve to death. It would not be very good. Looks like it is going morning, so let's mine all of the wood. And hopefully we can get up quite easily. Right, so. Oh, looked a bit brighter, but it might have just been the vibrant visuals. So, never mind. Let's. At least now we have some health. In the morning, we'll try and sort out a food source. But that looks quite nice. What are those white flowers? I do not know what those flowers are, so let's go over there and see if we can figure out what flowers these are, because they're most definitely not normal flowers. I'll check them in a second. They're white lavender. Okay, so, I don't know where white lavender spawns, so I don't know what biome we are actually in. However, what is this? I don't know. Right, okay. So, we have, obviously, as I say, white lavender, which spawns in whatever biome we are in. This looks kind of like a modded flower forest with spruce trees. Okay, so that's at least some information as to where we are. As I say, I'm not all that clued up on what biomes or what, to be honest. But, ooh, purple wildflowers. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna just basically be playing a lot of this with just relying on views of the biomes more than what the biomes are, because I'm not all that familiar with it. But this is most definitely a lavender field, and this looks so nice. Unfortunately, it's not very flat, and is that pale wood? Oh no, that's jacaranda. Okay, so that's a new type of wood, is the jacaranda wood. And is that a jacaranda tree down here? Yeah, so I think that's a jacaranda tree. And these will of course be... Oh, yes, this is a jacaranda sapling now that I've got. Okay, so... how do we make a bundle? I could really do with a bundle right now. And I can't remember how you make a bundle, so just give me a second. Oh, I need some leather. Okay. If we can find a cow, we can hopefully make a bundle or two. Or 6, you know. If we need it, we have 6 string. And just see if we can manage that. And then that'll also give us some meat which we can cook to get more food, because obviously our food supply currently is non-existent, and that is not very good for starting out in a new world. Now, I haven't checked the seed out because the seeds, I don't know how seeds work where you have a biome replacing add-on. So I haven't checked the seed out to know where anything is. So we are very much just going at this with no idea where anything is. But that is going to be the charm of what we do. There may be times as we go through that I do go on between videos or streams to go and find something. But that will be obviously so we could just keep going in this. I am going to stay out of the snow biome because that looks to me like powder snow. Oh, actually, it might just be normal snow. Okay, I think it's just normal snow. But there might be powder snow in there, and I do not like powdered snow. Now this is a very nice sized lavender field. So this is an option for where we could potentially live, because I do quite like the look of this biome. However, let's continue searching, though the lavender field does continue past this river. So this, I think, is such a nice area, though I would like to find some other biomes to see where else we could live, and I would like to find some cows. But as I'm not too free with this, I don't know if cows will actually spawn in a lavender field. I imagine they will, but I'm not all that sure what's going to spawn anywhere, to be honest. So this is definitely going to be a weird playthrough, I think, since I'm not sure what's going to spawn anywhere. It also is so really nice that the lavender spawns both 1 and 2 block high. think it looks really nice. And I do imagine it will probably give us purple dye if we mine it. And I imagine the white lavender will just give you white dye, which will be helpful, I believe. But it looks like we're maybe... This is another issue. Sometimes leaf litter and that can grow on top of things, just because of some slight issues with the tech that they have. However, it is perfectly fine. But I am currently struggling to find any farm animals, which is not very helpful. So let's go across here. I don't think I can run anymore, so I might have to see if I've got any other food on me. I don't really want to eat the potato, so... And it's a raw salmon that I've got, so I think we're going to really need to find a cow to get the meat and the leather to be able to not have issues going through while we look across our new world. I will attempt to in the stream build somewhat of a starter house, or at least a very small starter area for where I'm hoping to maybe build, just in case, oh well, just so I can keep things safe and have a notable place to find them again. However, it does seem to be that we are really struggling to find stuff, but this will help. We have found a village. This will help massively. So let's see what we can find here. And if we can hopefully find a cow, would be amazing. Why are they... Oh. Successfully... Oh. Oh. Okay. So we have an ice dragon monument there. We'll look at that in a second. But I need some bread. Oh, and a bundle. That is so helpful. Right. Oops. How do I use a bundle? Ah, okay. Hang on. Right, let's put some stuff in this bundle. We'll just fill the bundle with whatever stuff we have. And now we at least have something to start us off. And we can stick, I think, the saplings in there. There we go. And we have bread. So, we now are able to eat. So, what other crops do we have here then? So we have potatoes, which we already have, because we got some in our starter chest. Is that the only farming plots we have here? This is quite a small village, but not a problem. Okay, so looks like there's not all that much to find in this village, but I'm just going to quickly make sure there's no carrots or anything, because carrots are going to be useful if we could get them. And a second bundle, well, that's just going to be quite useful to have as well. Sorry about that. Just had to go quiet because needed to clear my throat a bit more than I have been, because it was getting a fair bit sore. Might just need to pause and go and grab a drink in a second. Oh, carrots. Yay, right. So let's farm some carrots. We do have crop replanting on, as I'm sure you could just tell from that. But what we're going to do is we'll quickly check out this ice dragon structure, which is now the only way you can get the dragons in the Dragon Firelight add-on. And we've got some more structures as well. Okay, this is quite nice. So every time it pops away that successfully executed 4 function entries, that is its way of basically saying that a modern structure has spawned in. Now it looks like it's very nice for it to give us a potion leaping, because it looks like we're going to need it to get up here. So let's head on up. See how high we can get in this structure. Can we get onto there? No. Right, okay. Is there any other way up? Because I'm struggling to get up. Because I believe this is going to give us an egg. If I remember rightly from what I know about this add-on, it should give us an egg. Right, there we go. So, unless I just tame the ones that are up here. But I don't really want to get a dragon straight away because I don't have a sapling. But, okay. So this is a storm stratus egg, which we're going to get from this one. Now, I don't think they think about they getting down when they make these structures, to be honest. But it's fine. And I'm not sure they think about how I'm getting up to this structure very easily. Wow. Thanks. Gives me a nice empty chest in the structure. Good. Oh. Okay. My leaping has run out. Is there anything in this chest? No. Right. I'm going to head back to the village because it's getting night time. We will go and sleep, and I'm going to go off in real life just to go get a drink. Because I'm not very organised, to be honest. I'm really not organised today. So we're going to go and sleep just to stay safe, keep the village safe. Well, and then, yeah, I'm going to disappear for a second. Just need to find a house with a bed. Please. I need a house with a bed. There we go. Right. So I'll be back in literally just a second. Okay, there we go. I've got a drink now, so we should be okay. And hopefully now we shouldn't have any big issues with our throat. Should settle down now because I've had a drink. So, let me go and put the stone sword over here. Let me just move my microphone. Because I've just moved my seat slightly. Right, okay, so. Obviously, just before I went off to go to sleep, we found all of these structures. Now, obviously I'm not going to take my axe straight to one of these trees because I do not know how the Essentials add-on is going to react to that, if I'm honest. I imagine it won't be able to take the full tree down. But I don't want to risk that one, so we're just gonna use blocks to get up. Okay, right. Looks like it's not gonna be affected by the tree breaker. But, ouch. Ouch. Was not expecting that. Okay. Okay, thanks. Great. Right, we at least got the Follow Falcon egg. Let's not go back up there. They don't seem to like you licking the eggs, or I may have accidentally hit it. But let's continue on our exploration to see what biomes we can find in our Biomes Aplenty world. And then once we've found some more biomes and found some actually nice stuff, now that we have some space in our inventory, we can figure out how we're going to get ourselves set up and ready. It's just said that function entries again. I don't think anything new spawned in, but we'll have to look around to see if anything's come in. So it looks like currently we're not getting very lucky on finding the add-on biomes, because these look currently very normal. But this, I imagine this is the same flower forest, not flower forest, the same lavender fields. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you have played with this add-on or the Java mod that's been downloaded hundreds and hundreds of times. I know this add-on was highly requested, and people are so happy that we have this add-on come to Minecraft Bedrock. But obviously, being a console player, obviously I've not played with this before, so this is all new to me. I have seen people use the Java mod before. And oh, now I've seen about this biome. Now this reminds me of the in the Wish Blossom Mountains in Dreamlight Valley, the Pixie Acres. This reminds me of that, because everything is so big. This is actually really strange. I don't think I'm going to live in this biome, because I think the grass would get very annoying very quickly. This is insane. I'd love to show you this biome, because it is such a pretty biome, but I'm going to need to get high up to show you. It's also covered in coarse dirt, which is actually really nice. And so, come on, there we go. So this is what the biome looks like. It is so pretty, with all the like jumbo flowers. I don't know if I can collect these without silk touch or anything. Got clovers on the ground. Honestly, this add-on adds so much. It is amazing. But I cannot seem to find. Okay. I think I can get onto this flower to see if I could just mine these blocks. I can. So it's the flower petal blocks. There looks to be a fair few of them, and it looks like we have either an extension to this biome or, more likely, a new biome. So, this might be the redwood forest. I think this is the redwood forest. Please say I'm right. Though actually I might be wrong. Oh. Okay, this is the redwood forest. Now, all of these items... Oh. So, I can just make stripped redwood wood. That is really actually difficult to say. Stripped redwood wood from the crafting menu, but they also come with the full block set as well. So, this is quite cool. Now, I'm pretty sure with trees this big, I don't think... Yeah, it won't work with trees this big. The Essentials add-on won't work because there's limits to what it will do to not crash your game, which is a lot better than some mods would do on Java. But let's see, because this is really nice and it's a useful way to get moss. But is this... Right, so this is... let me find it. I think, is it the Magic Forest? It is the... Mystic Grove. That's what it's called. So, this is the Mystic Grove, and it gives you a lovely blue wood. I did watch a quick kind of video about this add-on before playing. So it gives you the magic log, which, just like everything else, will give you the full block set. Now, I quite like the idea of using this wood, so I would quite like to see if I could get a sapling, actually. So I can grow this tree wherever we settle, because I'm not sure I'm going to live in this biome. I'm just going to mine a second tree, just to see if I can get some sapling from it. I haven't put leaf breaker on in the essentials book, just because I kind of like the idea of them decaying by themselves. However, it doesn't look like I'm getting lucky on these saplings. Right, I'm going to let the leaves decay by themselves, and I'm going to mine a smaller redwood tree, hopefully. If I can find a smaller redwood tree that can start, hopefully, dropping the stuff. So, I've now got 31 redwood logs and 16 magic logs, which should be plenty to get us started. As you can probably see, I have got mob griefing off. I didn't want to wreck my lovely terrain in the world that I was hoping that I'd get, so I did turn that off. Oh, this is just the normal mushroom blocks spawning in next to biome. There's a villager near me. There is some sort of trader near me. What kind of trade that is, I don't know, because it might be underground. But that's fine. Right. Is this tree decaying, or is it too close to another tree? Because I could really do with a redwood sapling. Okay, right. Oh no, no, not a baby zombie. Not a baby zombie. Not a baby zombie, please. I definitely also do not want to die, so let's go and mine our way into this tree, I think. Right, okay. Let's sit in this tree for a second. We'll make some space inside the tree. Now, there we go. So, let's make another crafting table, because wherever I made one before, I've just left it there. So, oh, because I have an arrow showing all of that. Okay, of course it is. Right. Oh, that's the pack salt. Okay, I forget we have that. Placeable. Why would I want placeable bread? Right. Okay, so I'm gonna say mine downward, because I could do with getting some more cobblestone, unless I may have put some in one of these bundles, but I don't know. But let's just go down here, do a quick bit of mining so we can get some cobblestone, and enough to kind of get a full set of tools would be amazing. And then yeah, we'll keep travelling around, but at the minute I'm thinking about living in a lavender field. What do we think to that? Do we think I should live in a lavender field? Right, that should be enough of that. So let's grab the dirt. Oh no, just use the oak wood from that. Right, so we can now if we make some oak planks, let's make some sticks. And we can make an axe and a shovel. I don't know what the scythe does. I don't even know what add-on that is from, so forgive me for not knowing. It might be from the Essentials add-on. I imagine it probably is. It sounds like something from that add-on, to be honest. Let me put my bread there. Actually. Right, while I've got a crafting table, I'm just going to make some more bread from the hay bale we got from the structure earlier. And it is... oh, wow. Okay, it's well and truly very dark. Have we had any saplings drop for a redwood tree? Doesn't look like we have. So let's go back in here, because I don't want to get killed. So let's hide in here for the night. So if you are enjoying the stream, enjoying my start over on Minecraft, please make sure you like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Greatly helps us out. And if you are, and also like and subscribe if you are excited for this series, because we are hopefully going to play this. We should play it once a week on streams, and then every 3 weeks it will get the extra video. So that is the plan. As with me generally, I do not have a plan for any of the builds we're going to do. I will come up with those as and when. As I always do, I'm not very good at coming up with ideas before starting a series. Just generally, I'm a bit haphazard with ideas. Can we put these in here? We can. Okay. I'm not going to do that then. Right, let me put that in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. Okay, right. Now, I don't know how these things are going to, like, show up on the map in terms of the biomes, but we will have to see. Shall we mine some more redwood while we're here? And then we could just have that as a little hole to see through. And we can mine some more redwood. And actually I'm going to cover that up now, because I've made a better area to see, because at least we can't get anything able to hit us. Though I'm thinking, actually, obviously I said I wanted to get a sapling for a redwood tree. Can I just go to the top of the tree to get a sapling? Now, I don't know how tall this tree is. I am aware they are massive trees. And I think I have gone in one of the biggest trees in the forest. But it's fine. See, I'm at the top, so we're at least somewhere with this. Now, if I remove this wood, it should start decaying. Though I don't have enough durability on my axe for it to fully decay, which is potentially a big problem. Okay, we have redwood sapling, one of. Two of. Right, so that's good. Let's just chop away at this tree, because I don't want to leave floating trees as big as this tree is, and as much as it's going to use all the durability of my axe to mine the full tree. We're going to do it anyway. So let's just mine away at all of this. A lot of the, most of the addons that are actually in this world, I have played with most of them before. The only one I've not used is the Biomes of Plenty, because the last world did have the furniture, dragons, and essentials. But this time we have biomes. And obviously, yeah, if you do want to see me go against dinosaurs in this world, absolutely, I will do it. If you do want me to, I will put it on maybe after a couple of weeks, because obviously I don't want to do it like too soon when I'm not ready to start taking on T-Rexes and whatnot. But we will see. I'm just gonna finish mining this tree and take out these mobs would be a good idea. That will do the world good. Ouch. Right, okay. We at least know where we were. So we were at 12:30. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave the fact of my death, because I have redwood saplings, plenty of redwood, and I have magic saplings. That is good enough for now, because I want to see if we can find some other biomes. Just because I want to see kind of what options we have for where we can live. So we'll go off in this direction. And what is this? What is that? Okay, that's another dragon structure. We're not going to go and do another one today, otherwise we'll have all the dragon eggs really, really early on. And I do not have anywhere to store the dragons at the minute, so we're not going to do that. Now, one biome that I do actually want to find is, I believe one of the biomes has calcite cliffs. I do not know what biome it is, but I so want to find it, because I do quite like the look of calcite. However, normally it is quite difficult to get in large quantity, so I would quite like to find that biome if it is in the add-on. However, I don't know what the biome is called, so we would have to go through when we have a house. What that is. Now, I do have the operator commands on. If there is a biome we really want to find, I can just search for the biome. Because I believe I can just do /locate biome. We will just say, for the sake of this, mushroom island. There we go. Do I have to type them? I might have to type the Minecraft because of the add-on. Normally you don't have to type Minecraft, but right, let's do that. There we go. No. Oh, could not find a biome of type within a reasonable distance. That's not helpful. But that is a premise of what I could do. I did go with the rarest biome, so it's hardly a surprise that it couldn't find it. But I think I want to see if I can find the lavender field again. Because I quite like the lavender field. I think I've kind of got my heart set on living there. So, do we remember where the lavender field was? Or, I mean, even, can we find it? Can we find a new one? Because that's always an option, is finding a new lavender field. Because then we can have maybe a bigger, well, not a bigger, because that was a huge lavender field, but maybe one with a flatter landscape. I actually did think there were lavenders from it. They're alliums. And it does give us easy access to purple dye, going and living in one of those biomes. But yeah, I think, I want to say if we go this way we should find the lavender field, I want to say. But I tell you what I might do, because I can re-watch parts of the stream, so I can figure out where the lavender field was. Okay, right. Quite a way away, to be fair. Pretty much just a straight line this way, and we will get there. Okay. Okay, right, we're okay. I can get back to watching the stream live now. So what I just did there is on my second monitor, where I have the chat up, I can see what you guys see. So I can rewind the stream to get the coordinates, which I will probably do at different points while playing the game. Or when I'm kind of not actually streaming, just sometimes checking if I found a biome on stream, where was it, is it easy to get to, whatnot, because that is going to always be important. But what we're going to do is I'm going to actually just veer this way, because we may as well see what is around. And I'm just going to have my map in my offhand just so we can fill in the map as we go. And as we try and find the biomes that we want to find. So I don't want to find all 52, I want to say it's 52 biomes, it might be 51. I don't want to find all of them today, because that would make for a very, very boring thing if we find them all really quickly. Now, they have said that when the technology is available, they do want to add the nether and end biomes and the rest of the overworld biomes that aren't actually in the add-on right now, which when they do that I will let you know that it has had an update. because I will of course find out because it will have to update the pack. And I think it'd be really nice to get the rest of the stuff from the pack. Now, actually, I don't really want to go across water because I've not got a boat. Even though I have plenty of wood to make a boat. But, what is that? What is that? Let me just see what this is, because I don't know what this is. Is this... oh. Whatever it is, you can't get without shears. It might be like riverweed or something. I don't know. Who knows what half these items are, to be honest. Who knows? But let's just continue going. We can go across the desert. I don't really need the cactus that you can find here, because plain and simply we got it in the bonus chest, so makes it nice and easy. We can make a cactus farm at some point. But this looks like the lavender field, so I can tell by the purple leaves. This is such a nice biome. So let's go down here, and I want to actually find the river through, because the river location I think is going to be a nice place to set up a little starter base. As we have now been playing this for nearly an hour, so I think it'd be very good to set something up. Now actually, so how far does this go? Because we already know this biome is quite large, so it gives us plenty of space for building. And I believe it continues up that way as well. So on the map, it doesn't show up very well, to be honest. On the map, it literally just shows as a normal biome. Okay. I just wanted to see what that was going to be like. I don't think I want to face that way. I think I might build a base facing this way. So I'm on the slightly flatter land. I think that would be really nice. Now, am I right in saying that is... oh, tall lavender. Okay. So that's how they figure that one out. So, let's have a look at the 3 woods we have. Because obviously we have jacaranda, which makes... ooh. Right, so I haven't seen this. Okay, that's... so, we have the jacaranda planks. Oops. Which is a kind of soft purpley colour, which I think is quite nice. Much softer than this one is. So this is quite a red red. Oops. Okay, so the 3 blocks we have, because we also have the magic planks. So, oh. Okay, let's put the lavender there, right. So they're the 3 blocks we have. I don't think redwood suits the biome, but I will have a look at what the redwood door looks like. Because equally, I want a nice door on my base. And this add-on obviously adds loads of doors. So, let's have a look at the jacaranda door and the magic door. Ooh. The jacaranda might actually look really nice. So, now, what the add-on does also do is it does automatically do a double door. Now, I quite like the magic door. I think this door is really nice, but I do also like the jacaranda door. I think that looks quite nice, so we'll probably use one of those. So we could do one of those. Okay, so what we're going to do is I think I'm going to get some jacaranda when it's daytime, because once again it is nighttime. So let's once again go down into a mound. We'll just stick the door there. There you go. Right, so if we also just mine all of this, just so that we have some way of making a safe little shack. Right, not pretty, not very functional, to be honest. I think I'm going to get some dirt, actually. You know, let's continue the mishmash. There we go. Not very pretty because it's all over the place, but it is safe. And this door's really weird because you can see so much out of it. It's really nice. And the door seems to function really well because he doesn't see me, but he sees me as soon as I open it. That's nice. There we go. Right. So, I think we need to do some preparing with setting ourselves up, because obviously we don't currently have anything at all, and we could do with getting some stuff to start a base. So we're going to just start a little strip mine here, which we can kind of dig for iron down here, especially when it's night time. We'll see if we get lucky just for like 10 minutes maybe. See if we get lucky, see if we can find anything more useful than cobblestone will do. And I will try and find out if we have the calcite. Actually, you know what? I'm getting distracted already. But can I see if any of these have the calcite in them? Because I always really liked the idea of that when I saw it on the Java version. And I'd like to see if we have it here. But I've literally just got a small image to work from, so it might not be in the game. What is this, by the way, pasture? Pasture is a variant of the prairie, I think, made of golden fields of barley as far as the eye can see. Okay, that's cool. So, overgrown pasture prairie. Prairie is a relatively dry grassland with goldenrod flowers, sparse oak trees, and rooty stumps. Okay, right. Do we have anything that resembles a calcite cliff? Not at the minute. However, I'm gonna just Google it, I think. Because there's obviously a lot more information about this add-on than most, I think I should be able to get some information. So, let me have a look. Because... No, that's not what I wanted. I just wanted an answer, really. Where to find calcite in the hot springs biome? I don't think we have that. No other thermal calcite. Okay, so Binds plenty adds made of ice close to the mountain mines that can feature cliffs and unique information. Okay, so it looks like we get calcite in like some of the cliff biomes, is what it's looking like. Me get to live. There we go. So, because calcite is quite difficult to get, and I do like the block, and obviously we have calcite bricks, and that because of our add-on. So we might look into that, but I think what we're going to do is make a few chests, because I have the stuff here. So can we make, I'm guessing we can. Yeah, we can make chests out of this. So let's just make 12, because then I can make 2 more. 1 more. Right. So let's make some chests. I made quite a few. Just so we can store all of our stuff quite safely. So, let's put our chest just kind of here. We could just do that. And we could stick all of the stuff we don't need immediately. We can put here. I would like to get a jacaranda sapling while we're here. Well, I mean, we should get them quite easily because we're in the biome with all the jacaranda trees. So, let's take down some jacaranda trees. We'll get some saplings and obviously make sure we replant them. And yeah, let me know if you are playing with this add-on. Or with any of the add-ons that I've got installed. Let me know if you like them. Let me know what you think of them. And what updates you think we should get. Because I am interested to know. Even though I can't actually do anything with them. I think it'd be nice to know what people actually want to see. Just because I'm interested. So... but for now, let me go make another axe, and we will get some more jacaranda wood, hopefully get some saplings. Hang on, I might have placed some jacaranda saplings thinking they were lavender. Clever. So, we'll place a jacaranda sapling there, but I might have just placed some here. Yeah. I think I placed some. Never mind. Yeah, because that's a jacaranda sapling, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we'll put a jacaranda tree there. And we'll take that tree. And then, hopefully that can get us some more saplings. What we'll do is we'll tear down this mockery that is a mess of blocks. And we will make a little starter hut base... completely kind of making the design up as we go. I I'm just going to leave this hole here for now. I will build a building for our strip mine later. But I kind of like the idea of living up here. So what we'll start by doing is clearing out the land, because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So I need to get rid of some of this lavender. Nice as the lavender looks, it is a little bit in the way. So let's clear some of the lavender out. There we go. So we now have somewhat of space that we can see. And as you can see, yeah, they use purple dye, which, or what, they make purple dye with lavender and tall lavender, which is useful. Does that give you just the one? Yeah. It's for normal lavender. Does tall lavender give you two? It does. Okay, that's nice to know. What I'm gonna do, I think, is make a little door frame there. We'll do, I think, should we make a floor out of the magic wood? So we'll place down just some magic saplings there and do the floor out of the magic planks. There we go. And then we can use the magic door. Right, and then obviously we've got double door opening on that, which is really nice. And I think then what we're going to do is make some more jacaranda planks. And if we do that, oops, didn't want to do that, right. Okay, so if we do that, get rid of that tall lavender there and there. So we have a nice little house there. Because we don't have all that much sand, or actually just no sand at all. I did pick up my crafting table. Right, so if we place down a crafting table, we can make some jacaranda trapdoors, which will make some nice windows. There we go. So we have some nice windows that are actually looking like they are glass, which is really nice. We will wait for that to drop another sapling. Hopefully it'll drop two, because then I can at least get some more trees planted from it. But I think for now I want to do right. Piggy, you're in the way. You're in the way, Piggy. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and then replicate that on this side, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll just put jacaranda across the back like that, and we'll have a nice little place to call home. And we have got some extra saplings, which is amazing. But let's go and chop down this jacaranda tree. And let's make this house. I do not like that. Okay, so you can't speed build very easily, which is not a massive problem. But never mind. So let's, if we do that, and then we can make some larger windows. There we go. And again, I need more jacaranda. Right, so if we go up behind us, we have a fallen jacaranda tree. And we can use that to make some more jacaranda planks. And then I'll probably just stick the roof straight on top of the jacaranda doors that I've put there. So we can do 3 there. So if we now get 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we get 8 jacaranda doors, or 7 actually, is all we need. Which will allow us to get all the windows in. And then we'll think about the roof. But for now, let's just clear out the floor so we can put our little magic plank floor in. So there we go. I also just want to see, does pick block? Oh yes, pick block does actually work with this. Okay, so speed building does kind of work, but it's a bit hit and miss. But you know what? It's not a massive issue. We just need to slightly learn to not do that as much. So, what do we think to our house so far? I think it is a very, very nice, small little home. And we have another tree grown here. And that's interesting. So when they begin to grow, they actually place that, they get the green like bone meal particles, which is really strange. But let's make, I just literally need a small few planks there. And then we need to try and get a bunch of jacaranda, preferably before it gets dark, because I don't want another night of being outside or kind of in a little bit of danger overnight. Obviously we don't have a bed yet because I've not got any shears, and I don't really want to kill the sheep. So I'm going to refuse to kill the sheep. So what we'll do is we'll mine the jacaranda. In the morning we could go into this cave and see if we can find some shears to shear the sheep. You're going to go for me now, aren't you? Yeah. You've been peaceful with me all day. Honestly. Right, so we only need, yeah, there we go, that'll do. And then we can think about how we are going to do our roof. At night, obviously. Because why would you not build a roof at night? You know? Right, so. We have that. Now I'm thinking I want to make some of this stripped jacaranda wood. And then if we make a small little staircase and do that, right. So, if we do that, that could look quite nice. And for a little bit of colour, shall we do some magic slab just kind of going around as a little trim on the top? Or even, shall we do magic trapdoors actually? Why not? Let me in. Right, have I got any more bread? Oh no, I don't have bread on me. That's not good. Right. Okay, so we'll be quite safe here, just in this little gap here, while we try and figure out how we're going to do this. Because... oh, he can actually hear me. Oh no. Yeah, let's stay in this little hidey hole, because at least here the skeleton is not clever enough to get me. So we are at least safe here for whilst we deal with that. Or while we wait the night away. Just to give you a heads up, over the next few days I have got daily content to see us through till next week. I have got a Hogwarts Legacy video to come out tomorrow, and a Lego Fortnite video to come out Saturday, and then I'm hoping, not yet confirmed, but I'm hoping to get a Heartopia video out for Sunday, just like we did last Sunday. So that is the plan. So what we're going to try and do. Hopefully it works. And hopefully we do get that Heartopia video out. Recorded tomorrow. Hopefully edited tomorrow as well, for the little bit of editing we do on the Heartopia videos. So we're going to do what we can and try and get daily content through till next week. And then... if I can get my rota for work up, we can see what we will be streaming next week. So, right, from the 25th. So, I will probably be streaming a Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so Monday, Wednesday, Saturday is probably going to be streaming. And I will figure out when I'm going to get the other videos made, because I've not got bags of time next week. But we have enough time, I think, to get videos done. I do normally like to give myself a couple of days off from making and editing videos. So this week I'm trying to give myself kind of Saturday and Sunday off, where I'll just kind of upload videos that I've already made. And that is the idea that I'm going with. It's still night time, unfortunately, so I can't get to my chest. My chest is outside my house over there, which is not helpful, but it's fine. What we're going to do, though, is just continue sitting here and talking until the morning. But yeah, if you are enjoying this, please make sure you do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you to everyone who has watched the shorts on my channel recently. They've done really well for a small little channel like mine, getting upward of 400 and 600 views each time. Absolutely amazing to see. And other videos that are equally doing fairly well. It's amazing to see that people are enjoying my content. And I've really kind of increased the amount of shots I've done over the last week, and they've done so well. I've had one that's got 800 over 800 views, over near 400 views, 600 views, over 400 views. So the last 4 shorts that I've done, which were all released this week, have all managed to get nearly to 400 views. Most of them over 400, massively. So happy and thankful for that. Thank you for all the support with that. But let me just do that though. Live, yeah. So it is finally getting to the morning, so we can now let ourselves out. And why does it have to rain? Why does it have to rain? I don't want to stay inside. Oh. Right, okay. Let me just go in here and grab at least a piece of bread. And let's crop some of this land here. Make a little starter farm so we can get some potatoes growing, because that is the most sustainable food we have currently. But I don't want to obviously eat any yet, because I would rather like to make sure we actually have some to grow. But let's go round, see if we can get any jacaranda saplings. So we've done a lot of mining of the jacaranda, but I haven't replaced many trees, and I don't want to run out of these trees and not have them replanted. I have 2 saplings on me, so let's plant a tree here, and we'll plant a tree up here. Plant one at the fallen tree, and hopefully this tree will do a better job of growing. So if we do that, the magic saplings we're getting a fair few of, so that is good. But I think whilst we wait for trees to grow and whatnot, let's start by killing you. There we go. My sword's broke. I say we make swords, to be honest, before we do any crazy ideas. Oh, actually, I can. Okay, we'll plant some carrots when we get back. I'm not going to plant them now. I've decided. So, let me... Why am I going inside? Right. So let's make a new stone sword. And we will see if we can find the coal. We've got coal on me, yeah. So we'll see if we can get some iron, which would be amazing. Because then we can at least get a bed, and we don't have to have these periods of it's night time so we can't do anything. So, let me see if we can find a cave. Because there was somewhere around here a small little hole in the ground that led somewhere, but I don't know how far it went. Oh, or we can just go in here, because this looks like a good ravine, so... with an easy way up, which is even better. Oh. You know, I don't fancy doing that with no bucket. Because that looks incredibly dangerous. It's that bad that it's so misty down there. Wow. Okay, we definitely need to check that out. Oh, there we go. We can see what's kind of going on now. So, we have deep slate down there. So for some reason here, it's just a bit misty. But looking down here, we can see what we actually have. So, we definitely want to avoid going down there for the moment. Because if we go down there, we have no easy way back up. But it looks like all the ores are probably going to be down there. And all I need is iron. All I want for now is iron. Just so I can get a bucket and some shears. And we can get in and out of caves like that easier. But we don't seem to have anything in that little cave for what we can actually explore now. Unless... so this goes... Oh, this goes all the way down here. So if we were to... if we kill these 3 zombies... No, please do not kill me. Do not kill me. Do not kill me. Do not kill me. Okay. Right. I know we shouldn't, but I'm going to eat rotten flesh. Just to try and regain some health. And let's open that up. Because then, can we get that to follow all that through? Yeah. Okay, so we can go down here slowly. There's a lot of mobs down here. Oh, no. Right, and there doesn't seem to be any quickly accessible iron. And currently, I'm not all about the dangerous life. Currently, I'm kind of thinking I would rather stay safe. So, I'm going to say we're going to stay up here for now. Because it is far too dangerous over there. But can we... Oh, I actually thought I was going to miss that. Oh god, right. Did I bring some wood with me? I did. Okay, I can at least make a crafting table. Because my pickaxe is probably going to break. Oh no. Right, okay. That's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Just thinking, because there's like a little platform over here, which might have some way of getting me some iron, which would be so good. So let's see, what is... Oh, that's a witch. Okay. We definitely would stay away from witches. Because witches are dangerous even in late game. Let alone the early game. So let's do that. And we can go around here, see what we can find. See if there's any iron readily available. Doesn't look like there's any like quickly accessible iron, which is a real shame. What is even more annoying though is the fact that these mobs okay, right, so right, okay. We've got rid of the witch. The witch is out of our way now. Or at least think she is. Hoping she is. Right, so. Do we have any iron in this cave at all? Or is this cave just like a big chasm with nothing useful for us? Because if this is like a massive cave with nothing in it, that wouldn't be very useful. Though, it unfortunately looks like it is very much a very large cave with nothing useful. So, let's clean up the torches and head back up to the surface, see if we can find a different cave to go in. And just see if we can sort of get some iron before we have to finish. We've got about 20 minutes till I would usually end the stream, so doesn't matter too much if we go slightly over that, but I have got another video to record after this. Because in my roundup videos, I did actually forget I do need to record the Dreamlight Valley weekly reset. Because I was at work yesterday, so I haven't done it. And I haven't actually been on to see what any of the routine duties are for this week. So I definitely need to go and do that today. And I need to really sort out my hunger. I need to sort out a lot of things in this game, so let's see what we can sort today. If we can sort at least a couple of things today, that would be helpful. And then between streams, so before next week's stream, I will try and get some of the stuff sorted so we can play the game a bit easier. But let's go up here. Right, so what can we find? So, have we at least got any potatoes? Kind of, yeah. So the potatoes are growing, which is good. I have plenty of coal, but I don't think I have. Do I have any kind of food in here at all? No. Right, okay, so what we can do is we're just going to have to live off rotten flesh for a bit, which I know is a bit silly, but it's fine. We can live off rotten flesh for like a day if we have to. Because I need to just... I really need to find some iron. Because we can't do much in this game without iron. And there just doesn't seem to be any out and about. Oh. But there is a little... I was going to say there's a little cave here, but again, it's a little cave with nothing, so... And I don't really want to strip mine on a live stream because I definitely wouldn't want to watch anyone strip mine. So I don't think other people want to watch me strip mine. Right, let's eat some more rotten flesh. Begrudgingly having to have that. And right, what we're going to do then is, shall we go into our little, where we're at least doing a strip mine of sorts, see if we can't just find some iron quickly would be nice. We'll just kind of do a staircase down and see if we can find anything just very quickly. I'm not going to spend long doing this because, as I say, I wouldn't want to watch someone doing it, so why would I want anyone to watch me doing it? Oh. Well, that wasn't quite the idea. Because, you know, visibility down here is not great, so... wasn't quite what I was thinking. Okay, right. Let's just see if we can find anything now. So this just goes straight out to... oh. I was going to say it goes straight out to the river. But does it? Because, I mean, to be honest, it is a submerged cave. Once again, looks like there's no iron. No, don't drown. No, please, no. You know what, let's sleep. Let's sleep while we're miles away from home. So we died at 282,383. So we're like 500 blocks away from our house. But let's just see, is there a cave around here that is better than what we've got around at home? We'll see if there's a cave en route home. And we will pop in them, see if we can get some iron, because we really need to sort that out. And in fact, actually, I'll tell you another thing we could sort out while we're here, actually. So, these really massive trees that spawned with dragons on, they have hay bales in the top of them. So if we go to the top of those, we can get hay bales to make bread, which will at least sort our hunger issue. Because I know there's nothing in the chest, so let's mine up here. And let's hope the dragons aren't still angry with me since I stole their baby. And maybe I accidentally like hurt them, but... let's go up here. Right, okay, so that will do. So we have got some a good amount of hay bales to make wheat, to make bread, which will do us very, very well. Is there any chests at the bottom of this tree? And if so, have they got anything in? No. What is the point? So, right, let's make some wheat. And we can make... Oh, I made a paxel. Okay. You know what? We have a paxel now. I mean, it's a useful thing to have, so I'm not going to complain. I accidentally made a paxel, but, you know, it's going to be useful. So let's see if we can get some iron in here. Right. So the paxel I know will work with essentials because the paxel is from that add-on. So that's at least something. But why is there such a shortage of iron in these caves today? I'm not asking for much, I'm asking for an early game resource. And I can't seem to find any. So, right, let me head up here. Let's go back this way. This isn't too deep, so we at least won't die from falling. And we have at least a source of food, which means we won't starve, and we can regenerate health, which is a lot better. Oh, iron. Only 2. So we could do with some more, but at least that's enough to get shears so we can make a bed. But I'd like a bucket, and I'd like some armor. So, but you know what? We found at least some. Okay, right. What's through here then? A lot of mobs. Zombie villager. Great, right. I tried. I do apologise, I did go quiet there. I was just really focused. I do apologise. So, we don't have too much longer left. So, let's just try and make our way to our house. If we see a cave, we can have a quick look. But we realistically need to just get home. Because we at least have iron to make shears, so we can sleep through the night. So that's the first bit. That's the important bit. We can sleep through the night. The rest of it can come later. We can do some caving. Maybe in the next stream. Or building. We will see what we want to do. But let's... What was the coordinates? Right. 282383. So we need to go this way, but no, this way. It is this way. Okay. Yeah, because there's the riverweed. And I also want to see actually what that's called, because I don't know what that's called. So let's... And it also needs to set our spawn. We can set our spawn in the lavender field, which will be amazing. So we will just head over there. Not too far away. I don't suppose there's any quick iron that I can see in here. No, it's not much of a cave. Ooh. Yeah, it's not much of a cave. It's got some copper and that's it, okay. Same in here, right, okay. We don't have time to start searching mass caves, so let's just head up here. Okay, so we are at least back in a lavender field. So and I'm guessing that we're going to be living... Ah, we live just here. So we are back home. We can smelt some stuff. If we just go inside our beautiful home with glitchy doors. So. Furnace. Iron. Coal. So. Let's see what we can at least do. Let's make the magic planks. We'll make 18 more trapdoors. Oh. I was going to say, does the glitch not work with those? I was going to say. I need the glitch where you can go inside a door. It's so useful. So, let's pop these around. There we go. And let's place the... It's stripped jacaranda wood. If we place that around there, and slowly but surely we can make up a roof. And we can make some shears. There we go. Right, so we have shears. It's night time again. But let's just continue trying to get jacaranda wood. Right, okay. So right, because I don't want to fight all of these, let's just go into our house. And we can continue to spread this across like so. And then we can use the spare jacaranda trapdoor just as a useful scaffolding piece. There we go. So, our house is coming together. We nearly have a roof, but it is nighttime, and we do not like nighttime. And we have nice little windows, and bigger windows. And because of how we've done windows, we have many quick access. And I do like this little blue tint above the windows there. I think that's actually quite a nice touch. So, yeah, right. Oh no, there's a creeper there. There's a creeper there. Right. Okay, we're not dealing with creepers today. Not with that sword, anyway. Alright, let's go make a sword. Never mind, it blew up, but not on us, so that's fine. Right, let's mine the fallen trees. I will have to, at some point, just farm a bunch of jacaranda, getting a bunch of saplings, so we can repopulate this lavender field. Where is that? Oh, it's you. Right, okay. So let's sit here for a second. We'll make some more stripped jacaranda wood. And hopefully, there you go, we've got some more saplings. We can plant a sapling there. And we can plant a sapling there. And then hopefully some more will fall. Or we might have some fallen here. The drop rate on them isn't great on the jacaranda. Particularly the jacaranda's not great. Right. However, I'm going to go back to the safety of our house. Or not. You know, we're back here again. So let's sleep again. Right, we're going to make our way back home once more. And then we're going to hopefully end the stream. So it's going to be this way. We can get some wood on, some wool en route back to our base. We can get some wool, hopefully. And then at least we can set our spawn, because we still can't set our spawn at our base. Because I don't want to steal too much off the villagers. The villagers do not need us thieving. So let's head over this way. We've got a wool there. We've got a sheep here. It's not just wool. It is a sheep. Oh, we've got enough for a bed. Perfect. So we just need to head home, and we will be perfectly fine. It is actually shocking how soon we find the lavenders because of the biomes. So the biomes can generate any different size, and clearly we found one that was quite large, which is incredibly useful. Though we equally found one with a massive ravine going through it, which is not the most helpful thing. But let's... Can we actually get around the ravine? Please say we can. Right, so if we continue through here, we'll continue mining the fallen logs. Apparently there's loads of them. Right, so head through the little pumpkin patch. Right. I just want to see, does the trader work yet in this add-on? No, the merchant's just broken. That's fun. Right. And I'm just going to check if we have any jacaranda saplings dropped around here. I got 2. That's at least enough to start repopulating the area. But let's make 3 purple dye, make 3 purple wool, and we can make a bed. Make ourselves a nice, simple, purple bed. How lovely. And I just want to put down the jacaranda that we've got. I want to put down. Please don't have another block, so I don't have enough to stack up. Right. Okay. Let's see what we can do then. Oops. Not very much if we keep messing up. Okay, right. Okay, there we go. We have a nice little house that is now completely safe from mobs. So, all that remains for me to say is thank you very much for watching this live stream. We've been live for 2 hours and 6 minutes, but thank you very much for watching today as I explore this new world, start again in Minecraft Survival. Thank you very much for all of the likes and views today, and I will see you in the next stream. Thank you and goodbye.